guys. Sit down. We're going to get started right away. Thanks. Alright, so this week we've been working on our creative writing, and we've been discussing a lot about what creates an exciting read and what makes you interested in reading certain literature. So we're going to go over two figurative devices today, the simile and the metaphor. And we are going to start out with an activity to show how these two devices work. Wait a minute, guys. I hear a couple people talking, so if we could put our eyes forward, that would be great. And after we look at the two similes and metaphors, we're going to do a little class activity. So, figurative speech is expressing ideas indirectly. Language is used in a special way to create a special effect made up of words and phrases, which don't mean that they first appear to mean. So it's kind of like using words to draw pictures in the literature. So it will give a more vibrant read to the actual story. And the first one is a simile. As most people have read, in between maybe texts or also in movies, you might have heard, it's a comparison of two different things using the words as and like. So an example of this is, they are like, she is as sick as a dog. So it's comparing like being sick as a dog to this person who might have the cold. So that's one part of figurative language. The next is a metaphor, which is a comparison that speaks of one thing as if it was another. An example of that is America is a melting pot. So America isn't actually a melting pot where it's a pot where you melt different irons and all that, but it's kind of discussing how America combines all these different cultures. So there is a similarity, but kind of gives a picture in the head of maybe how America is culturally that you wouldn't think of before. So the activity we're going to do, that I'm going to pass out here, is going to show a little bit of the differences of the simile, I'm going to keep one, and the metaphor. Pass it around. So I gave an example up on top of kind of what I'm expecting. There's a little table for the metaphor, and there's different examples of it. And you're going to write down what the metaphorical sense is, as if you're reading it in the novel. What picture does this paint? Like, you are the apple of my eye. It's someone who's very precious to you. So if you're reading that, you know, whoever they're talking to is someone that they dearly care for. And then for the metaphor alone, it's going to be the original meaning of the word. So in that example, the apple, which is in bold, is a fruit that comes into season in the fall. There's a lot of different variations. So it's going to show a little bit of how you're comparing this key word in the metaphor with what it is showing in the imagery and figurative language. And then the simile, all it's going to be doing is the meaning of it. So what does this mean? When you're doing this, look at patterns of defining what the simile and metaphors have in common. So I'm going to give you time to work on this, quick to fill it out. And I'm going to walk around, check. Do you have any questions? You're actually supposed to fill it out.
Okay, that's 5 minutes. Was there more that you needed to add? Or?
No, I was going to
Okay.